Let's talk about something we all do, every single day, that takes up about a third of our entire lives. And yet, for how common it is, it's still one of the biggest puzzles in science. We're talking about sleep, and we're going to try to unlock that mystery.
For centuries, people have tried to put into words just how powerful sleep is. The author of Don Quixote, Cervantes, wrote this absolutely beautiful passage about it. He saw it as this great equalizer, this ultimate reset button for everyone. And we all get that feeling, right? But it still doesn't really answer the big question.
So what is sleep really for? The easy answer is so we're not tired anymore, but that's kind of like saying the point of eating is just to not be hungry. It totally misses all the crucial stuff happening under the hood. For a long time, scientists were pretty stumped. But today, we're going to peel back the layers on this nightly enigma.
First, just think about the sheer amount of time we're talking about. If you live to be 90 years old, you will have spent about 30 of those years completely asleep, a full third of your existence. So, what is actually happening during all that time?
For a long time, the best guess was that sleep was just, downtime. The brain and body just switch off to save some energy. But then in 1953, everything changed. Researchers discovered these strange periods of rapid eye movement, what we now call REM sleep. And this proved the sleeping brain wasn't off at all. In fact, it was buzzing with activity, revealing this hidden, complex world inside our own heads.
And that discovery really cracked open the door. It helped us understand that we don't just have one kind of sleep. Nope. Each night, our brain travels between two totally different worlds, non-REM sleep and REM sleep.
And these two worlds could not be more different. During non-REM sleep, your brainwaves get all slow and synchronized, kind of like a car that's just idling. You're using less energy, your body's quiet. But then you shift into REM sleep, and bam! Suddenly, your brain activity looks almost exactly like it does when you're wide awake. Energy use goes through the roof, but your body is totally paralyzed, except for your eyes. And yeah, this is where our craziest, most vivid dreams happen. And we don't just visit these worlds once. Throughout the night, we're actually cycling through all these different stages, over and over. Most of our time is spent in that lighter non-REM sleep, but we also dip into that super deep restorative sleep and, of course, that wild, active REM state. Each part of this cycle plays its own really specific and vital role in keeping us healthy.
All right, so let's solve the first part of the mystery. What is non-REM sleep for? The best way to think about it is as the brain's nightly maintenance period. It's like the cleanup and repair crew coming in after a long, hard day of work.
Now, what's really cool is that one of the biggest clues about this whole repair job doesn't come from us, but from looking at the wild differences in sleep across the entire animal kingdom.
And this chart just lays it out so clearly. A tiny opossum might sleep for 18 hours a day, while a giant elephant can get by on just 4. So what's going on here? Well, it all comes down to metabolism. Smaller animals have these super fast metabolisms, like an engine running really hot. That creates a lot more cellular damage from these nasty little things called free radicals. So they simply need more downtime, more sleep to fix all that damage.
So there you have it. That's the key. Non-REM sleep basically throttles down our brain's metabolism, which creates the perfect opportunity for our body's enzymes to get in there and repair all the wear and tear our brain cells put up with just from us being awake. It's this deep, fundamental restoration process.
Okay, so non-REM is for physical repair. Makes sense. But that doesn't explain REM sleep at all, where the brain is going a mile a minute and burning a ton of energy. This part of the puzzle, it's been called a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. It's a tough one.
The best theory we have is that REM sleep is all about a critical chemical reset. So think about it like this. All day long, your brain is using key chemicals, neurotransmitters, that help control your mood and keep you alert. But over the day, the parts of your brain cells that receive these chemicals get tired and less sensitive. So what does REM sleep do? It shuts off the supply of those chemicals for a while, giving the receptors a break so they can get back to being fully sensitive for the next day. It's brilliant.
And get this, here's another amazing clue. The amount of REM sleep an animal gets is directly tied to how mature it is when it's born. A platypus, for example, is born totally helpless and immature. And guess what? It's the king of REM sleep, getting a whopping 8 hours of it every single day. This suggests that for young, developing brains, REM sleep is like a built-in virtual reality system, stimulating the brain and building connections before the senses can even do their job.
So we've got physical repair happening during non-REM, and we've got this incredible chemical reset during REM. Now let's put all the pieces together and talk about why getting a full night of both of these is, and I mean this, absolutely non-negotiable for your health.
See, when you let your brain go through all those cycles every night, the payoffs are huge, and they go way beyond just not feeling tired. That nightly process is actively locking in your memories. It's helping you keep your emotions in check, and it's helping you make better decisions. And at the exact same time, it's healing your body and boosting your immune system. It's a total body tune-up.
But on the flip side, when we constantly cut sleep short, we're not just tired. We're racking up what scientists call a sleep debt, and the consequences are serious. We're not just talking about feeling groggy. Over time, that debt leads to a real, measurable increase in your risk for huge health problems, like heart disease, diabetes, and even depression and anxiety.
So sleep isn't empty time. It's not a luxury you can just skip. It is this incredibly complex, powerful, and essential process where our minds and our bodies are actively being repaired, reset, and made ready for whatever comes next. So the real question after all this is pretty simple. Your brain performs a miracle every single night. Are you giving it the time it needs to work?